what's happening with our baby tegus this week on the Reptile Parties YouTube channel. Hey everyone, welcome to the Reptile Parties NYYC Nature Center YouTube channel. We are based in Calgary, Alberta, and we have reptiles, we have mammals, we have birds, we have tegus. And longtime subscribers have seen our little baby tegus before, so I wanted to give an update because they are no longer quite little baby tegus. You can check out previous video here on our tegus, and you can see how much they've grown. So we have two young tegus, and our first one is our young black and white. So tegus are found in South America. They basically follow the same kind of niche and environment that monitors do in Africa and Asia in terms of being scavengers, being like animals that will help control some smaller animal species. They eat pretty much everything. Primarily protein, but they have been seen eating fruit as well, and these guys will take some fruit on occasion. Sometimes mango trees, for example, in Argentina, they'll see tegus basically getting very overly stuffed on eating really ripe mangoes that have fallen from trees. Aside from that, if it is something they can fit in their mouth, they'll eat it. Our tegus get a wide variety of foods. When they were really young, it was primarily insects as well as chopped meat, chopped very, very fine. Now, not quite big enough to take an entire chicken heart, but we'll take like half of one or some chunks of gizzard. So meat is very big part of their diet. Shrimp still love to chase around bugs, so they'll get their crickets and their superworms. As they get older, hornworm caterpillars as well, and some fruit and veggies, but it can be kind of hard to get them to actually eat that. Sometimes they're like, yes, love it. Sometimes they're like, nope, not happening. Now, tegus do require a high humidity, and unfortunately, tegus have also become a problem animal. Tegus have become established in Florida. Florida has now banned tegu ownership. And that's an issue in part as well because Florida is a big part of where tegus come from in terms of captive bred animals. Certainly they can still be imported from Argentina and stuff, but a lot of times they are wild caught. The ability to have these as captive bred animals has really grown in the last few years. People like Ty Park down in the US, the guys from the crocodile people that I can't remember. There's a number of people that have been breeding tegus or bought tegus from others that were breeding, because there's so many different colors now. We have two black and whites, an adult, and this one. We have another one we're going to show you in a moment, and then we have an adult blue tegu as well. But there are ones that are more purple now. There are ones that are albino, ones that are almost pure white. So like a lot of reptiles, you're seeing a lot of increase in coloring and genetics. So that has changed a lot. So for people who want a large lizard and don't want to have to deal with the often more defensive nature of a lot of monitor lizards, or the size and arboreal nature of iguanas, tegus have also kind of filled that niche in terms of being really popular as pets. He has a long tail, a very cute face, and when he was a baby he was green. Now he's black and white, so that's going to be his colors as he grows. So this isn't the only tegu I want to give an update on, so we're going to switch over and grab our other young tegu. So this is our red tegu. Red tegu is a little over a year old. I got him end of December, him or her, end of December 2020. and he or she was still green when I got him or her. And now, again, like the black and white, their red coloring has come up. So this Tegu is about 3 or 4 months older, I think, than the black and white. And the red Tegus are larger. They can weigh more. They are heavier bodied than the black and whites. Black and whites tend to be a bit leaner. One of the issues with Tegus is overfeeding. There's been some viral videos of like these massive Tegus that are just not healthy animals. So you have to be careful, because if they can, they will eat it, even if they don't necessarily need to eat it. So you'll see ones that are just way too big. Now, Tegus are also very intelligent animals. They can recognize their owners. Some of them can be trained to go to the bathroom in a litter box or a water dish. They can be target trained. They can be trained to take food off of tongs. So very, very intelligent animals. These guys are kind of nicknamed the dogs or the cats of the reptile world. This is probably the closest you're going to get to a dog or a cat in reptile form in terms of intelligence, in terms of personality, and in terms of being fairly tame. There are exceptions, but if you spend time with a Tegu, you're going to end up with a pretty tame animal. We have had a number of Tegus that everybody falls in love with. Sadly, last year, I guess, well, 2020 / beginning of 2021, we did have 2 black and white Tegus, Rufus and Brutus. Rufus passed away just before Christmas in 2020 of age, and Brutus passed away a month later, and he unfortunately had cancer, which we discovered when we did a necropsy, because both of them dying that close to each other was alarming, so we did have a vet take a look. These 2 Tegus aren't necessarily replacing them. I got the red. I'd ordered the red even before either of them passed away. But Tegus are an animal that I think are always going to be a part of the company because they're such amazing ambassador animals. They're so patient. They're so neat, and just they don't have a lot of the challenges that come with your bigger monitors or even like Savannah monitors. If you're looking at getting a pet lizard, you want something that's big. Obviously, do not get a Tegu for your 6-year-old. This is not the right choice, but realistically, as a parent, you should be prepared to care for your pets, regardless if it's for your kid. It's very upsetting when you see, oh yeah, my kid's lost interest in the bearded dragon gecko, so we're getting rid of it. Responsible parenting is wanting it as a family. You don't just get a cat or a dog. You be like, this is yours, kid, take care of it. But people do that with reptiles, and it's very unfortunate. But if you want a pet lizard, you have the space for a minimum of an 8-foot habitat. Bigger is better. A Tegu is the way to go. They're the best large lizard pet. And yeah, I love them. If you can't figure that out. I had a red Tegu for quite a few years as well. That also passed away from age about 5 or 6 years ago. They're just so smart. They're so engaging, and they are cuddly. Believe it or not, I have had many sessions just on the couch and you're hanging out watching TV and the Tegu's in your lap. So they can be lap Tegus. So these are definitely the doggies of the reptile world, unless you get one that is a bit more defensive. The tail whipping, the claws can be quite sharp, and these guys can give a nasty bite. Even at this size, they draw blood. An adult Tegu, it's going to hurt if they bite you. So you have to be prepared for all of that. Right, little Tegu? We have lots more content on our channel, on our Patreon. So hit that subscribe button. That's a great way to support us, and you'll get notified if you hit the bell when we have a new video. Not only of reptiles, we have videos on mammals, birds. We've had some cool stuff happen recently that we're going to be making videos about as well. When we're going out on the road with our wildlife festival, we're going to have some behind the scenes videos from that. So lots to check out. You can support us on Patreon. That is a great way to be the first to learn about everything that's going on with our company, get discounts on merch anywhere in the world, get discounts on our virtual programs, as well as if you're coming and want to check out the Nature Center, there's discounts on Patreon as well for members there. In the meantime, if you love a Tegu, give us a like, and we'll see you next time. bye.